Welcome to Trending Update USA, and I am Steffan, bringing you another deep dive story that has been sweeping through the tennis world, celebrity circles, and social media feeds. Today we turn our focus to an off-season headline that has fans buzzing with excitement, warmth, and curiosity. Pictures emerging from Los Angeles featuring Coco Gauff and her boyfriend Jalen Sera spending some much-needed quality time together, exchanging playful messages, and showing the world a softer, more personal side of the newly crowned American superstar. As Coco enjoys her off-season break, stepping away from the relentless intensity of the WTA Tour, these glimpses into her private life have sparked waves of reaction, admiration, and speculation online. And tonight, we break down everything: the photos, the vibes, the fan response, and what this warm moment means for Coco Gauff as she prepares for another monumental season ahead. The off-season is always a fascinating time for top players. It is the rare moment when the tennis world goes quiet, when cameras stop rolling on center courts, when the demands of practice blocks and travel weeks momentarily fade, and when athletes can reconnect with the people who ground them. For Coco Gauff, whose year was defined by pressure, breakthroughs, and explosive global attention, this off-season feels especially meaningful. The reigning Slam champion, American hero, and one of the most marketable players in sports has spent the past 2 seasons redefining her career and her personal brand. But now, as she steps into Los Angeles for a short break, fans are watching an entirely different story unfold, not the athlete on court, but the young woman finding joy, balance, and companionship. The newly circulated photos paint a vivid picture: Coco and Jalen strolling through a sunny LA street, casually dressed, relaxed, smiling as if the world around them had briefly paused. One shot shows Coco holding a smoothie cup, laughing, while Jalen walks beside her with his hand near her shoulder, almost protective in his presence. Another captures them seated at an outdoor cafe, Coco glancing at her phone as Jalen points at something in the distance, making her burst into laughter. These are simple moments, but in a world where athletes often appear through staged shoots and media-driven angles, these natural snapshots feel refreshingly real. Fans have been sharing, reposting, and commenting non-stop, celebrating what many are calling Coco's most authentic off-season yet. What truly intensified the buzz, however, were the playful messages exchanged between the couple on social media. After one of the photos surfaced, Coco posted a light-hearted caption on her story, joking about Jalen photobombing every shot because, as she said, he thinks he's the star of the off-season. Within minutes, Jalen fired back with a playful comment saying, "Only trying to keep up with the real superstar," accompanied by a winking emoji and a candid photo of Coco mid-laugh. Fans immediately flooded the comment sections, calling the pair adorable, perfectly matched, and the wholesome content tennis needed right now. It is rare to see Coco, often guarded about her private life, share this kind of openness. And for many supporters, it was a heartfelt reminder that beneath the composure and world-class professionalism stands a young woman embracing the joy of youth, love, and balance. This Los Angeles break did not come unexpectedly. After a demanding season filled with grueling matches, intense media pressure, and a tight schedule spanning multiple continents, Coco acknowledged during her final press conference that she planned to unplug for a bit before beginning her preseason training. The public has witnessed the competitive drive, the resilience, and the consistent rise that has defined her journey from a teenage prodigy to an established champion. What they are witnessing now is the much-needed chapter in which Coco rests, rejuvenates, and reconnects with the people who form her inner circle. And among that circle is Jalen Sera, someone fans have seen glimpses of in the past but never quite this openly. Their relationship has always been a topic filled with curiosity, though Coco has handled it with remarkable grace. She rarely discusses her personal life in interviews, choosing instead to keep the focus on her tennis. But small moments, a supportive comment here, a sighting there, a shared smile in the stands, have slowly built a narrative of a partnership rooted in trust, understanding, and mutual encouragement. These new LA photos now feel like a soft confirmation of that bond, giving fans permission to celebrate rather than speculate. What makes the timing even more interesting is how this off-season moment arrives during a transition phase for Coco. With her brand expanding, her influence deepening, and expectations rising for the upcoming season, the balance between public life and private life has never been more critical. And yet, through these moments, these simple, joyful snapshots, Coco appears grounded, secure, and genuinely happy. That happiness is resonating far beyond tennis audiences. Lifestyle magazines, entertainment pages, and sports outlets have all picked up the story, emphasizing how refreshing it is to see a young star navigate fame with authenticity rather than pressure. The playful messages exchanged between Coco and Jalen also add a layer of charm to the narrative. In an era where celebrity relationships often become overly curated, their light, teasing, spontaneous exchanges feel real. One fan wrote, "This is what healthy young love looks like, supportive, fun, and drama-free." Another commented, "Jalen seems like someone who keeps Coco smiling. I love this era for her." The tennis community, which can sometimes be divided by rivalries and controversies, found itself united in appreciation for the couple. Many drew comparisons to how other athletes manage their relationships under the spotlight, some choosing secrecy, others opting for full openness. Coco's approach lands somewhere gracefully in the middle, revealing just enough to create warmth without compromising privacy. What makes this story especially captivating is the broader emotional landscape surrounding Coco Gauff this year. She entered the season with tremendous momentum and left with new fans, new titles, and a new chapter in her personal life. The weight of expectations, the grind of the tour, and the constant spotlight can be overwhelming. But moments like these, moments where she steps away from the noise and embraces her humanity, remind the world that even the greatest athletes need space to breathe. And in Los Angeles, she seems to have found exactly that, a city where she can blend in, enjoy anonymity, and create memories that have nothing to do with tennis. Fans have also been analyzing the fashion choices displayed in the photos. Coco wearing a casual oversized hoodie, simple leggings, sneakers, no glam, no strict styling. It reinforces the idea that she's not trying to perform for the public, just living freely. Jalen, too, appears relaxed, wearing a simple tee and jeans, mirroring Coco's laid-back mood. Their aesthetic complements their vibe, youthful, uncomplicated, and deeply genuine. Social media users have even joked that Coco and Jalen are giving soft romance movie energy, pointing to the warm California light, the laughter, and the effortless chemistry captured in candid shots. While the off-season will soon shift into full training mode, with Coco preparing for the next big campaign, this LA moment feels like an important part of the story. Athletes often talk about how the off-season does not just rebuild the body, it rebuilds the mind. And Coco's joyful outings with Jalen seem to be part of that reset. The mental clarity and emotional grounding that come from meaningful relationships often play a major role in an athlete's performance, even though these aspects rarely make headlines. With Coco stepping into the next season, this renewed energy might be exactly what she needs to continue dominating the tour. What is also striking is how the tennis world has responded. Former players, analysts, even commentators have subtly reacted to the circulating images. Some have praised Coco for maintaining a healthy balance between her career and personal life, acknowledging how difficult that can be at her level. Others have noted that Coco appears more confident, more centered, and more in tune with herself than ever before. Social media threads filled with fans praising her maturity, her humility, and her calm presence have gone viral. It is clear that Coco's impact is expanding beyond tennis. She is becoming a cultural symbol of positivity, authenticity, and resilience. Meanwhile, the playful messages shared online have added fuel to fan excitement. Screenshots of their comments have been shared thousands of times, with users creating memes, edits, and compilations celebrating the couple's adorable dynamic. One particularly viral fan edit featured a montage of Coco's off-season moments set to a soft R&B soundtrack, with comments underneath praising her glow and joy. Another popular thread featured fans debating whether the pair would become the next big sports power couple. While Coco and Jalen have remained humble and low-key, fans clearly love the chemistry. As we move deeper into the off-season, more photos may surface, more reactions may pour in, and more playful exchanges may continue. But what remains undeniable is that Coco Gauff is enjoying a rare, precious period of calm, and she is sharing just enough of it to warm the hearts of millions. Whether walking through LA streets hand in hand, enjoying cafe afternoons, or teasing each other online, Coco and Jalen have given fans a reminder of the joy that exists beyond competition. And in a world where professional athletes often face immense scrutiny, Coco's openness feels refreshing. As she prepares to return to the court, carrying the hopes of American tennis and the expectations of global fans, this moment of peace and love in Los Angeles will likely remain a cherished memory. For now, Coco Gauff is simply enjoying life, enjoying laughter, companionship, and the kind of youthful joy that every superstar deserves. And for fans, these glimpses matter. They humanize the champion, they connect audiences to her journey, and they build a narrative that goes beyond trophies and rankings. This is Steffan, and you've been watching Trending Update USA, bringing you the stories behind the stars, the moments behind the headlines, and the heart behind every breaking update.